Hey there, welcome home. I'm so glad you found me. Mostly nervous, but I'm absolutely excited that you're here. Hi, ke nna Tshenola, and welcome to Thrive Out Loud, my brand new baby, and I'm so excited you're here. So, you want to start something new? I know how it feels. You're overwhelmed, you're scared, you're worried. Will it work out? Will it not? Should I even do it? And now you're trying to find all the reasons why you shouldn't. The human brain works in a very weird and mysterious way. It's like for some odd reason, in as much as you know that you should be doing something, your soul tells you yes, your heart tells you yes, your whole mind, the entire essence of who you are tells you to go for it. But for some odd reason, your brain manages to convince you of all the reasons why you'll fall flat on your face. I know the feeling. I've been there. In fact, I'm in that very position right now. But I just press record because you never know. It might work out, it might not. Who's to say? You want to start something new, but you're completely terrified, sick down to your stomach at the thought of it. You can't imagine yourself putting that camera in front of you. You cannot imagine yourself putting on your mic. You cannot imagine yourself looking cute for the camera, speaking out loud, all things that are partially unnatural to most of us. But you know you want to start a YouTube channel. You know you want to start your own podcast. You know you want to start your own business. You know you have, a passion project you want to work on. But all of those things come with putting yourself out and, just saying, hi guys, welcome here, like I'm doing now. So never before, we get back up, just like I did. Today, I wanted us to get into starting something new and granting ourselves the permission to mess up on our way to starting that something new. I know there's something deep down in your heart. You have an idea, there's something imparted deep down into your soul. You can feel it that you really want to do this. But for some reason, fear seems to take over. For some reason, you can't seem to see your ideas and your visions through because of all this anxiety, all this doubt, all the different voices in your head. So here are a couple of reasons that I thought I should share with you on why you should start something, whatever it is. Could be a YouTube channel, could be a podcast, could be a new business, could be anything at all. Here are a couple of reasons that I found helpful on my journey to studying the different things that I started. Firstly, tomorrow is not promised. You know that, right? No one knows that tomorrow will come. We're not guaranteed that tomorrow will come. Do you know if tomorrow is coming? Did anyone guarantee that tomorrow is coming? Tomorrow isn't promised. Why wait till tomorrow when you can start right now? Why wait for next week, next month, next year? Why wait for a new year when you can start right now? It's always a new year, a new day, a new week, new month. Just yesterday, we welcomed a new month. It was happy new month, may it bring happiness, may it bring wealth, may it bring new opportunities, may it bring this, that. But at what point will you see that as an opportunity for you to actually start the something you've been thinking about? How many more reasons do you need to start? Are you waiting for another new year? Are you waiting for another new week? Are you waiting for another new month? What are you waiting for? Just start. You're probably scared, aren't you? But who said that's a reason not to start? Start scared, shaking in your boots, but start. Because you know what? We get better at managing our fear. No one said this fear will disappear once you've started. But I think once you learn how to deal with it, how to work around it, how to work with it, use your fear to work with you. Don't use it to work against you. Don't work against it. I don't think a day comes where you'll feel absolutely no fear and you'll be doing everything with zero fear. I don't think such a day comes. So in as much as you're scared today, right now, I think you should start with all that fear. Take your fear out for a run. See what happens. Now, then when? How many times have you put this off? How many times have you postponed it? How many times have you said now's not the right time, not the right season, you don't have the right equipment, you don't have the right body, you don't have the right state of mind, you don't have the right environment, you don't, there's always. But if not now, then when? Do you think there'll be a time when you don't have anything working against you? When I think of all the reasons I told myself or convinced myself of why not to do this, I'm laughing at myself because those reasons are still there. Initially, I thought, my baby's still too young. He won't understand why I need him to sit still like now. Okay, so the maintenance guys are outside, and I'm hoping they move past my door like now because I can't. Why does it have to be today? But I'm still doing it. I'm still doing it. No, Satan. Something new kind of gives you a kick. No, there's something about a new thing that gives you that new kick. It puts a new funk in your step. It just adds that little bit of, something new. Try something new. You never know. What if it might be that kick you needed to give you that extra boost of confidence, to just make you just 2% happier, to make you feel like you're doing something? Because for most of us, we wake up, we go to work, we come back, we attend to our families, and that's basically it. But we don't have a moment in the day where it's all about you, working on you, for you. You literally wake up, and for someone like myself, I'm a mom. And from the minute I wake up to the minute I go back to sleep, it's literally all about boss baby. I'm not kidding. I'm not trying to act like I have my shit in a row because you're tense, okay? I don't have a helper, and sometimes Bay needs to work out of town for extended periods of time, leaving just me and my son to fend for ourselves. And when I say it gets tricky, baby girl, let me tell you something about toddlers, okay? Toddlers will try you. Toddlers will push every single button, even the ones you didn't know you had. So on most days, I find myself devoting all of myself, my entire self, to being a mom, to being a great mom. And after that, you still have to be a decent human being, and then you have to be an employee and show up and perform well, and you still want to be social and be with things because you're not trying to isolate yourself from the rest of the world. Before you know it, things called dreams and visions and ideas and passions and skills and talents and things that you really wanted to do for yourself, things that you had an interest in. Now suddenly all your interests have taken a back burner because life is living itself for you. So maybe you need this something new to just feel like you again, to maybe give you something new to look forward to give you something to be excited about. You never really know. Expose yourself. You never know. In line with the last point I made about how doing something new might give you that kick. It might give you that new, that you never know. Maybe it might even bring just the right amount of exposure, and before you know it, you have the answers you've been looking for. Because sometimes it's not that God is not opening the doors we knock on, it's that we're knocking on the wrong doors. It's just not the right door for you. Sometimes we ignore certain doors that are not even locked. We pay attention to the doors that are locked, trying to get them open. Meanwhile, there are doors that are open, wide open, just waiting for you to open and walk in. But here we are complaining about how our prayers are going unanswered, complaining about how it's so hard, complaining about how this thing doesn't work. But have you tried? Have you really tried and applied yourself? Not this guy returning to my window again. Sure. You never know who you might inspire out there. You never know who needs to hear just what you have to say. You never know whose ears are meant for your message. No, that's in reverse. You never know who your message is meant for. You never know whose ears are meant to hear this message that you have to speak. You never know who needs to hear exactly what you have been gifted to say, the way that you're gonna say it. Maybe you might be an inspiration to someone. Maybe you might encourage a stranger. Maybe someone is on the verge of giving up and you just given them that last drop of hope that they needed. Maybe you might just give someone the courage to take a stand and choose themselves. You never know, and you can't know unless you try. So here's a challenge. How about we kick fear in the butt, okay? Because I've realized that this fear thing, it doesn't go away. It never really goes away. I'm still afraid, and I'm here, I'm recording. What's stopping you? So how about we kick this fear in the butt? How about we change how we think about fear? What if fear is actually not our enemy? What if fear is a thing you can use to your advantage? What if fear is something that can push you, that can give you that extra vava vuminyana, and before you know it, you're here with a whole ring light pressing record? How about we kick fear in the butt or take it along with us on the ride? How about we prove fear wrong? How about pushing past the noise? Past the noise fear has all up in our heads. How about pushing past the fear, the anxiety, the self-doubt, all the noise, everything just mumbo jumbled into one? How about all of that? Pushing past it, putting it aside, pushing right past it, and just focusing right along. Because who's to say these things won't pop up again later in life? It might be tomorrow, it might be next week, it could be whenever. Who said they're meant to go away completely? What if you're meant to learn to function in their presence? What if you're meant to prove to them that you're the boss and not them? Shove them aside. Just, you have it in you. I don't know why you needed these many reasons to prove to you that you have it in you. If you don't know it, I know it and I believe it for you. You have it in you to start, and you have it in you to see it through. You have it in you. You know, your dreams and visions are not placed in your heart, in your soul, in your mind for no reason. They're not randomly placed. There's no lucky winner who's just, receiving these things randomly. There's a specific reason why this is imparted on your soul specifically. There's a reason why you can't stop thinking about it. There's a reason why whenever you think about it, you get excited. There's a reason why whenever you think about it, you get fired up. You get this new burst of energy that you never thought you had. There's a reason why it makes you so happy talking about it, and why you can't stop thinking about it, and why you can get lost in it for hours or days or weeks on end. There's a reason why you're watching this right now. So if this is the last sign you needed to start, this is it. Take a chance on you and just start. You'll never know how it might turn out unless you start. I don't know how this might turn out, but I thought, hey, I'm fresh out of reasons why I shouldn't. Initially, I thought it was because my baby boy was too young and he couldn't sit still long enough for me to do this. And then I thought, my work hours are actually a bit tricky, so I won't, manage. I won't be able to squeeze it in anyway. My work schedule became a bit flexible. Then I started traveling between my office and site. And so I had a bit more flexibility, a bit more free time to do this. And then I was like, it's a bit noisy on site, so I can't really do it. And then I moved back to the office, but with still a little bit of flexibility. Then I had no excuse. Then my baby boy grew. Now he gets to sit. He's uninterested in me. He's minding his own business. He's not interested in what I'm doing. And I ran out of reasons why not. So stop finding reasons why you shouldn't do this. Stop finding reasons why it might be a bad idea. It may not be a bad idea. It may actually be the thing you need right now. Just start. You never know how it might go. Thank you so much for tuning in. This was my very first video, and I'm nervous, out of my boots, out of my hair. Girl, I am nervous out of my skin, but here we are doing it. Thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. You know what to do. Bye.